Welcome back to part 2 of the TZR250 race bike rebuild. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go back and watch that first. So everyone that has watched it so far, many thanks. So today we've got a few jobs to crack on with. If you remember in part 1, we had an issue with the temperature gauge fitting breaking into 2 bits. Unfortunately they couldn't supply just that little brass nut. They don't do that system anymore. They've changed the design of the temperature gauges, so I've actually had to buy the new version along with the new fitting, as it's slightly different. So we'll be fitting that, and then new chain to go on, and most importantly 2 new titanium washers to go onto the exhaust mounting. Could be race winning these, could be the difference between first and second. I doubt it. Right, okay, first job then. Before we can start filling up with coolant, obviously going to have to change the temperature gauge. So we're going to get the top fairing off so we can get the old unit out, and then we can fit the new one in. Okay, so to get this gauge out, I've just taken the top fairing off, just held on to the bracket at the top here. Obviously it would normally be bolted obviously to the lower half of the fairing as well, but obviously we haven't got that fitted at the minute. So this it's got to come out this way. So at the back, if we just go round, it's just a simple design held on at the back with this bracket, with a couple of nuts here just to hold it in place. Now this design did actually have a little battery supply which just would connect up. Obviously when you wanted to start using it, then it obviously start sensing what temperature you're at. The new design effectively just always reads what the temperature is. It doesn't have a battery supply, so that's why it's a slightly different fitting as it goes into the cylinder head. So let's get this bracket undone, pull the temperature gauge out, and we can fit the new one in place. Right, okay, so that's the new gauge fitted. I know it doesn't look too different to the old one, but that's fitted in there on the clock bracket. Down here on the cylinder head you can see the new fitting just in here, along with the cable running up, runs behind, coming out, going to the back of the gauge. If we just go round, so again they supply just the same bracket, slightly different, couple of brass nuts on the back, so I used them instead. The hardest part of fitting this, to be honest with you, was it come with quite a bit of cable to it, so it's just sort of keeping the routing quite nice, just to run down out the way. That may well change. Might try and reroute again. This bracket that holds the new sort of power valve CDI unit is going to have a different bracket which will allow it to move across a bit more, so give me a bit more room this end, so a bit more space for some wires. But yeah, at least that's all fitted. Hopefully that one will be good. Let's crack on with the next job. Right, next job then, let's just do the easy one first. Now I know this is a very incidental job, but I just couldn't leave that washer on there with the nice titanium bolt and nut on the other side and not have a nice titanium washer to go with. Very expensive for just that little piece, but it completes the look. So let's get these on there, at least then it all matches in with the titanium, keep the theme going. Right, let's get this old nasty looking washer off of there, transform it with the new titanium one. It's a big job, stick with me. My goal with this bike is to get it as light as possible, so obviously putting loads of titanium on it does help. It costs quite a bit of money, but they do look good as well. We've got a lightweight battery on the bike. The goal is some lightweight wheels. Right, here we go. Old nasty washer out, nice titanium washer in. a nut on the back of it. There we go. What do we think? I think it looks better. Let's crack on and get the other side done. And then we move on and get the new chain on. Right, okay, so let's get this old chain off, get the new one on. We've got a JT heavy duty racing chain to go on it. I'm not quite sure why I bothered to put the old one on, to be honest with you, but we'll get this one gone. So it's just a clip link. Just take the little clip off. I'll attach the new chain to this end, and then I can pull this end through and it'll wrap the new chain onto the sprockets, hopefully nice and easy. And then we may need to adjust the chain afterwards, but we'll check the tension once we've got the new chain fitted. So let's crack on with that one. There we go, nice new chain fitted. Gone for gold this time, just to make it look a little bit better. Main thing is that obviously it's a brand new chain and less chance of it breaking. So again, we'll just run this for a season and then we'll change it again. Got the clip link fitted with a closed end this side, always the important thing to do. Chain tension's about right, obviously we'll just double check it. But yeah, another job ticked off the list. Okay, so just a short video this week. I haven't had a lot of time to work on the bike, so just wanted to get a few jobs done out of the way. But at least we've got the main important one fitted, so we've got the new temperature gauge fitted. I've filled it up with coolant, so that's ready on that side. Got the new chain fitted, got the new washers on there for the exhaust. So next time, let's get some two-stroke oil mixed up with some fuel, and then we can run it up, give it a good check over. I'll give you a walk around the bike, tell you about all the changes that I've done since I've owned the bike, and we get to hear the two-stroke run again. Alright, see you next time. Cheers for watching, like and subscribe.